Welcome back to my channel, Moon Girl Tarot. It's your girl, Chris Marie. Hey, everybody, and congratulations to us all. We've hit 2,001 YouTube subscribers. Thank you so much. And to celebrate this milestone, I am going to do a live free collective tarot card reading. This is going to be for all astrological signs, so you can hold your personal questions for the very end. There will be a chance for you to ask those questions if you would like to participate in a donation session. Other than this is going to be a collective, meaning a general. So you might resonate with this, you might not, but it's okay. You can check your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising. I'm going to go through all the 12 zodiac right now at this time. Can I get a thumbs up? Thank you guys for hanging out. Can you hear me okay? Everything's fine now? I hope it's all good, but we're going to get started and go down the line. And what's going on? Well, Mercury is about to retrograde May 10th. So there's delays, communications that are going to happen, and they're going to affect the areas of our possessions and our things because we are in the sun sign of Taurus right now, and Mercury is going to retrograde at Gemini, and Gemini is home of Mercury, so it is going to be a huge effect for us all. So for us mutable signs, I'm talking Virgo, Sagittarius, Libra, okay, and Gemini, you're going to feel probably pretty heavy of these delays. Hey, I'm in that boat with you. It's going to be okay. So I'm going to start to shuffle here. I'm going to go down the list and we're going to take a look and see what messages, right? What messages from Spirit, what messages do you need to know or you need to communicate before this retrograde happens, right? Now, someone asked me on TikTok, they said, hey, is retrogrades bad? So no, I don't want you to think retrogrades are bad. I don't want you to fear the retrograde. I want you to prepare for the retrograde and put your awareness up, okay? But during a Gemini retrograde, you don't want to open any suspicious emails. There's a lot of fraud. There's a lot of things happening. There's a lot of double check your authentication, get you that two-person factor, whatever it's called, but make sure everything is updated. Okay, because you're going to have a lot of that, especially in Taurus season. Taurus affects the values, what we possess, what we find valuable, and communication is very valuable. All right, just like what's on your emails and everything like that. All right, my dears. Here we go. Let's get started. So we're going to start with the first sign. This is Aries. Aries, sun, moon, and rising. This is your communication. This is your one card for before the Mercury retrograde. What do you need to communicate, or what communication needs to come with you? Okay, so choices. All right, Aries, sun, moon, and rising, there are things that are changing and there are choices that you need to be made. So I talked earlier, I want you to start planning things out. I want you to start making appointments. So if you have an appointment that you need to make and you're just debating on it, well, don't debate it on it any longer. Mercury retrograde wants to bring a second chance to get it done, but make sure that you get it done. You know what I'm saying? But I do see that you might be moving, Aries. I do see new financial structure in your coming up. Okay. And I think this is good. This is really good. Okay. But you need to kind of go with the flow, right? Of course, changes are need to be made, but you can only hold for so long. Try to make these important changes. Try to make these appointments and get things done by May 10th. Okay. All right. Taurus sun, moon, and rising. Let's take a look what messages you need to know and hear before this Mercury retrograde. Okay, this is directly speaking to you. Look, it's that earth energy. Notice how we are in the sun of Taurus and it's still affecting our values and possessions of things. Okay, Taurus. So here's the thing. You've been working really hard about your current situation, but it needs more help. You need to communicate the things that are going wrong. So Taurus, before you were like, I can do this. This is fine. I can handle this. And it was fine. You could handle it. However, it's reached to the point to where you do need help. So ask for that help, set up appointment for that help. If you need to get on somebody's schedule, do it, because I feel like with this retrograde, you're going to need that extra support. All right, Gemini, here you go. This is your retrograde. Let's take a look. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What messages do you need to communicate before this retrograde? Look at all this Earth, babies. This Earth, you can't make it up. It's all this Earth. Okay, so much of this Taurus energy. So, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, we are feeling this effect of the partial eclipse and those choices that you were talking about. Remember, I've been talking to you, Gemini, about voicing those concerns that you've been having. Well, you either voiced them to the point where it pushed somebody away, or you yourself are pushed away. Gemini, emotionally, you feel physically out of place. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Change is about. You need to make those allocation for those changes and accept those changes, because destiny is driving you. This might look sad, this might look bad, but you are actually going towards what is meant to be. Okay, Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's take a look at your card. And we have a little shift. Okay, we have Two of Wands reverse. Okay, Cancer. So let's talk about our emotions, and that's okay. So you are in a different direction in life. So the past 2 weeks, you're like, okay, what I wanted, maybe I don't want anymore, or maybe you fell out of love with what you want. You're making all this communication to yourself, which is great, but you need to communicate how you feel to others, because this affects how you feel. If you're no longer in the game, if you no longer want to participate, if you no longer want to be associated with that job or that place, then you gotta let them know, okay? You're not gonna hurt anybody else's feelings except for yours in the end. All right. Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising. Here is your one card to communicate what communication needs to be made at this time. Okay, so we have this on the side, and I'm going to read it both ways. Okay, so emotionally speaking, Leo, here we go. There are things that you want to express and talk about, but you're very, very scareful. You're afraid that if you basically let the cat out of the bag and say, this is how I feel, that you're not going to get the response that you want. You're emotionally insecure at this time, Leo, and you're trying to play it safe. And I think you're playing it too safe, that it's going to bite you in the butt. So be mindful of that. Okay, Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is your one card for this communication? Okay, we have the Death card reverse. So change has already happened, right? Things have already shifted up. You just got to go with the flow of change, okay? So with this retrograde, communicate those changes and try to communicate those changes to others that are involved, so everybody is with you on this process, okay? Not everybody is going to be on that same boat with you, but eventually they will. Okay, let's go to the next sign, Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, let's take a look and see what's your one card. All right, Libra. So let's talk about what you want to communicate. So you are impatient right now that things are not going your way. So heads up with the retrograde, you are going to have a second chance to get these stuff done, but they are going to mean more delays. It is going to be a little bit longer. So just hang in there with it, B. All right, Libra, here we go. So that's there for you. Does any of this resonate with anybody? Please let me know. Yep, it is. It is that. It's 12:22 here. All right, here we go. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Scorpio, let's talk about this. So personal development. You've been going through a process of that, and your own spiritual revolution, and you feel like, I don't need to communicate that to anybody, and you're probably right, but I feel like this communication is more with yourself again, and you're just fine-tuning this evolution of spiritual awakening. All right, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Saggy, what do we have for you? Oh my gosh, you can't make up your mind. Okay. All right, Sagittarius, let's talk about emotional acceptance. So we are going to be dealing with exes. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You will be getting some kind of messages from your ex for what they feel like what happened, okay? Or maybe you feel like. So I feel like this is a second chance to get clarity. I don't think that there might be a chance of reuniting. There might be, but there's a lot of ego here. Come see me if this falls with you, if you would like to get a session, okay? All right, let's go to the next sign, and Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Here you are, Capricorn. All right, so we have the Queen of Swords. We really are voicing. Be careful, Capricorn. You are speaking your truth. You're going through all your things, but you might be, what's the word, being a little harsh. You know what I'm saying? You might be taking advantage of people and like frustrated that they're not in the speed. So just be careful with your words, because you might have to answer back to them. And you might be like, well, I didn't mean what I said. I said it in the heat of the moment. But that feelings, that those words had value to other people. So just mind your tongue. All right, here we go. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Here's your card, and it's the full moon. So Aquarius, let's communicate something truthful to yourself, okay, Aquarius? Let's stop with the white lies. Let's stop with the fluff. It's time to come to the realization of what's working and what's not working, so you can get that revelation yourself. Okay, Pisces. Whoa, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. There you are, Pisces. Oh my gosh, woe is me. Pisces, you're dealing with some work drama. You're dealing with some third-party energy this retrograde season, and I did foresee that. Be careful, be mindful. When I say be careful, be mindful. Don't react as harshly to these harsh feelings and comments, because if anything, people are just jealous of your beautiful energy. All right, thank y'all so much. Let me go ahead and take a little pauser here. And if anybody would like to get a session, you absolutely could. And I'll drop that information down below. Thank you guys so much. It is so hard. How did y'all feel about that? Did y'all resonate with that? If you would like to get a session, you absolutely can. All you have to do is just go right there. There we go. All right, my loves, I'm going to go ahead and head out. Thank you so much for 2,001 subscribers, YouTube. Keep staying on my channel. Make sure you subscribe and take all those notifications. And I'll make sure I start getting that stuff out and good things to come. I will see you guys on TikTok live again for a midday update. And talk to y'all very, very soon. Y'all have an awesome, kick-ass day. Bye-bye.